Hi, welcome to a very different kind of video. Today I want to show you some really cool things on Creative Fabrica, but I am aware that not everyone knows how to use all of these digital craft resources. I do have a podcast episode about it. I'll link to that in the description box below. But today I wanted to walk you through how you can find a digital stamp on Creative Fabrica and how you can use it in free online software. So this is Creative Fabrica. I will link to that in the show notes as well. But the big thing I want to link to is this, their Black Friday promo offer. There are a whole lot of files on the website at 90%, but this is really the bargain of the weekend, where you can grab a subscription where your first month is just $1 instead of $29. And moving forward, your subscription will be $19 per month instead of the $29 a month. Now, I spent more than $19 last month, so I grabbed this really quickly. It is available for a limited time. You'll have a pop-up box when you go to Creative Fabrica, and that's how you will find the deal. And you've got a limited amount of time to take advantage of that deal. Now, the other thing is, once you do grab that deal, when you open a file, instead of being able to add it to cart, you are simply able immediately to download. So you just click on this download button here, it will download to your computer, and then you can use it later on. I will do a separate video showing how to use these very cool digital papers as well. So it's just going to download in the background there, but let's get stuck into having a look for digital stamps. Very simple. There are a couple of ways you can do it. The first is to look in graphics for illustrations. So in here, you're going to find a number of different resources. Some will be colored images and some will be line images. If you want to have a really quick look for just plain line art images, ooh, this little rocket takes you straight back up to the top. I really like that. Type in digital stamp and let's see what comes up. And here we have just black and white line drawings. Now, there are a lot of different things in here. You can get specific if you want something in particular. I love these alphabet ones. They have some really sweet little pictures in them. And I'm grabbing quite a few of them while I have my subscription. You can find all sorts. And if you look and you see some over and over by a favorite designer, like this one, I love this shop so much. You can go here and you can follow the designer. I already follow them. And that way you can see everything they have on offer in their store. Now, I will use a few different things today, but I already own quite a few of these. So what you just do, you pick the one that you like, and then you go open it up, you purchase it, add it to your cart, or you download it. And now let's figure out, what do we do with all these images, because it's not a normal thing. Today, we're going to use Google Docs. If you have a Google account, and pretty much everybody does, you can use this. Now, you can also use Microsoft Word, any word processing program. If you have Photoshop, you can use that as well. But I thought I would choose Google Docs today because it is a free online tool that anyone can use. So to use this, we're going to insert an image and upload from the computer. I've chosen this one today. These are beautiful. Look at these beautiful frames. This is one that I picked up from Creative Fabrica, and I have a whole lot, but I thought let's use this one today. It is stunning. Now, what we have on our screen is an A4 page, and that's quite big. Do we want it that big? And the answer is maybe not. Maybe we want it a little bit smaller. Now, one of the things that I like by working here is that I print things out. My card is 1/4 of this page, so I can see really easily if that's going to fit on a basic card. And right now it's not. So you just click on the image, it brings up this box, grab a corner, click and hold and drag to resize the image. Now, the next thing is, and I pulled that down to 50% just so I could see the overall effect on the page, but we'll take it back up to 100%. So what happens here is, it's pretty far away from the edge of the page, and I think I want to print closer. Simply click this arrow and drag it over where you want it to be. You can't go all the way to the edge. It will cut about 3% off each edge when it prints, but also I'm going to take this blue arrow here and slide that out so it's closer to the edge. Also, that's a long way down, so I'm just going to put here where the gray meets the white. I get that arrow, and I'm going to drag that up a similar distance. So now my page is a little bit less stuffy and there's less waste of paper. So what happens if I want to print out a whole sheet of this? Well, very simply, I've got this round about the size that I want it. I might make it a fraction smaller. I'm going to right click and copy. And then I'm going to right click and paste. Now, that's a long way. They're very, very close. What if I want to cut them out? I have just backspaced and now I'm using my space bar, and I'll keep tapping that until it gets close to the edge or goes down to the next line. So if it does that, simply hit the backspace. And now look at that. I have 2 images. Now, if I want to do them again, I can just space back over to here. I can right click, paste, right click, paste, and I can fill my page with these images. So when I zoom out, you can see, look at that. These are digital stamps. Now you've got a few options when you do use these digital stamps. If you have a laser printer at home and you like using watercolor or Copic markers, you could use your laser printer to print these out. If you, however, are into Copic coloring, you can print these out at home with your home printer or with a laser printer, an inkjet or laser, on Express It blending card. Or Nina Solar White actually does a good job. However, remember that's not A4 size, that is American letter size. So you can print this out on your favorite cardstock for whichever medium you are using. But what happens if your printer at home isn't quite right? Like maybe the ink isn't compatible, you don't have a laser printer, and it's a bit of a problem. Well, what you can do is file, download as a PDF document, save that to a thumb drive, and you can either upload it to the Officeworks website, or if you want it printed on specialty cardstock, take it in on a thumb drive if your Officeworks has a printing center, and you can have that printed. I take blending card in all the time and have them print on it. Just tell them it's 250 GSM and you are done. And that is how simple it is to take a digital stamp and resize it in Google Docs. So I hope you found that tutorial helpful. If you need to ask questions, please pop them in the comments section. Let me know if you enjoy working with digital stamps, and if you find yourself a bargain on Creative Fabrica this weekend over Black Friday, or at any time really. I will put a link in that you can use any time at all to go access them. Let me know, because I'm very excited to see what other people find on Creative Fabrica. So check those links. Have a great weekend and grab yourself a bargain and print something that is custom sized, especially for your card.